So I'm recording now. So I'll just press OK. Actually, you can decide not to create your composition yet, and just bring in your video. So let's bring in our video. Yes. Desktop, Abby. Video. This is it. So I'll just drop it here. So now you can use your video to create your own composition. You know, we created the composition here, comp 1. So now, yes, ma'am. Yes. The main, yes. So when you want to export, you export as JPEG sequence. So now I can bring in this, just drag it here and drop it. So it creates a composition. So to check the information for our composition, you can easily get it here. This is 30 frame rate. This is the frame rate, 30 frames per second. But I don't want that. I want 24. So I will come to this place and press Ctrl K. That's this area. So Ctrl K. I want to change the sequence thing. So I can go to 24 frames per second here. That is what I want. So to change my video composition to 24 frames per second. So I'm playing now in 24 frames per second. So let's render it out. So to render out, I'll press Ctrl M. So I'm just going to go to this place, then change it to JPEG sequence, Abby. Then press OK. Are you with me? Are you with me? So let me change this. Create new folder and CGI class. So see, come to this place. This is underscore. Abi, erase it. Hey, I will not repeat. Thank God. Tomorrow is the last class. Thank God. So this is underscore, Abi. Yes. So erase it and change it to dots. If you don't change it to dots, it won't read it. Maya will not read it. So I'll press OK. And I can still change. This is like 1, 2, 3, 6. And what we actually want to achieve, it's not going to be like 6 padding. This is the padding. So let's reduce to probably 3. It will be 001 instead of 00000. So now I'll press CGI class. Yes, we are cool. So render. So it's ready. Yes. So there is another software you have to get.
Again, for this thing that I want to do.
Yes, this is it. Bojo. Bojo is a tracking software. You know, we are rendering this thing out. I explained that time that you have to track your environment or whatever you want to bring in. So when you track it, it will not generate another virtual camera. The same movement. Maybe it's another place and not here. So this is it. So this is how CGI works. You know, CGI is you bringing in PDB to your environment, Abby. But how it works is like just like we recorded that outside now. I held the camera, Abby, then move it like this, Abby now. So when you now track your own environment too, what the tracking does is the software will calculate the tracking features. Those tracking features, how you achieve tracking is you want to track this board. This is a white color. This is a black color. The difference between these things, you know, it's contrasted. That is what you say. Move from one color to another color, contrast. So it will now pick where the difference occurs, as in the center of the white and the black is what that thing will take, then track. Okay, so it will now take those tracking features to generate its own camera. The same movement you move your own camera. To now generate a virtual camera or digital camera. The same movement you move your own camera too. So now that is what tracking is actually in this sense. If you have seen this, you know what grey screen is, a green background. Yes. that they use in TV or film. So if you notice that some in film generally you see cross, they will have black cross around the green screen. They are just creating a contrast point to track. If it is plain green, you won't be able to. There is nothing to track there. Okay, so they intentionally add those cross to its black cross. So when you are tracking that green screen, you are tracking the cross on the green screen, so that you'll be able to generate your own camera, your own virtual camera, using that green screen, using the cross, the black cross. You get it now. So while we recorded this place, looking at the grasses, you see some blacks, different colors. You get, those are the colors.
So what will this land do?
This one, this is import sequence. No sequence, you'll have known what sequence is.
Yes.
Sequential. So let's import it now.
So meaning after changing it, converting it into pictures, now we'll now bring it here.
Yes. If the software will accept video, you won't have any reason to go and convert it again. But all the softwares, their own concern is usually pictures. Yes. Yes. Though this particular software, it will accept video, but Maya might not accept video. You get. So looking at this software now, you can see it will accept. These are the movies. These are the formats it will accept. AVI, all these formats. Okay? Those are formats now. Video formats. Just like we have JPEG for picture, PNG, we have MKV, MKV for video, AVI, MOV, and all those MOV. You'll have seen MOV. You'll have seen it. MOV is very common.
I know MOV.
AVI too is common. AVI is common, Joe.
Which are the notice?
It's common.
Is common.
Maybe you don't notice. You don't notice it. So now let's bring in our. Can easily go here. Then this is it. Desktop and CGI class, Abby. I will just press the first one. Open. So we are using 24 frames per second. If you still remember, it is very, very important you follow the frame rate so that there won't be any drifts. You get here in the videos. So 24. Though this is 24 frame rate too. 23.9, but we need precision, a very strong precision. Because in CGI, you must follow precision very, very well. So 24 frames. Abby? So apply.
So the standard is 24.
That we use there. If you use 25 there, cinematic move feel. If you want to have a cinematic feel in film or video, you use 24 frames per second. That's the reason. You can use 25, you can use 30. But that will just be just videos alone. For cinematic feel, you use 24 frames per second. So this is the last frame.
What's the last frame?
The end frame is 247 and the start is 1. So
are you for real? That's more video.
yes, now 10 seconds now, 10 seconds point. Normally 10 seconds is 240 frames. Abi now, if you are using 24 frames per second and we have 10 seconds, so 24 times 10, that's 240. But it's like 7 frames more than 10 seconds. So close. So we have it now, Abi. So see, track features. Abi. So let's track it. So let's go to advanced and see. These are the points it's seeing, the contrasted points that I explained the other time. Because it's grass. So we have a lot and lots of tracking points with that. So let's just flow with that. Start. So it's tracking now. See, those are the points it's tracking. Tracking. Then you go and rest.
So after tracking, what do
Yes. After tracking, we now we use that camera, the tracking features to solve our own camera, to build our own digital camera with same movement with the real life camera we hold, we shoot with. You understand? All this tracking now, all these tracking features now, you can see it's moving now. The camera is moving, and point will stick with that strong point. They will stick, watch it as it's going. Every single point has its own features. It won't leave it. Even if it's out, it would rather disappear if the point is no more there. So it's tracking those areas, so as to develop or create our own digital camera. Now, do you understand now? You don't understand yet. If I want to, this is even easy. I want something to be here on this table. Yes. Now I have, this is like brown, Abby. But see these two guys that shot me every time. These two guys, they have different colors compared to this.
Okay.
So it means we have something to track because it has a different color.
Just like this grass, that's why it's saying grass. It's not everything that I said that it's
Green.
green. So we said that
We
maybe
have
brown.
blackish color, we have green, we have whitish color, we have brownish color.
But
So
even
different
if you
colors.
Hey,
You see the point it's picking. It's where we have different colors. See, take example of that window. See, we have black and we have white. So it's taking the edges. You get? That is what it's tracking. Do you understand now? So it's now that tracking features.
So
it's now
what if we say not tracking feature?
You can't achieve because the camera is moving. So as the camera is moving, there is nothing. I will explain it when we get to Maya. As the camera is moving, the first example we cite was just a picture. Then we drop our box. If the camera is moving, let me explain another thing. Desktop, work done. I made one recently. Look at this. See this horse is running. They are not in the environment, Abby. But the camera is moving. But as the camera is moving, my own 3D object that I bring in this place, they are not floating around. That is because I've tracked the environment and they are following the tracking features. Bring in here. So as the camera is moving, you might not notice it, but the objects that are actually following, let's say, see this is a black color, this is one dot black. Well, while I was tracking this thing, it will have tracked this point. You get? So wherever this camera is moving to, these are real. These are real. This is not real. These are not real. So this and this. Say this guy. All these ones. This one. This one. No, us. So they are running. They are not running. Can you see it disappear? This is real. Yes. You get? Well, I was saying explain better. This is 625. Now it's done tracking. Now, yes. It's probably just hiding one frame. Or it's starting from 0 here. 0 frame. You get? So that it means it will have changed. Now we've tracked our area, our environment. Now let's use the tracking features to generate a camera for us. So we don't have any camera now, so see camera solve. So we use these features to generate a camera. That is the meaning of camera solve. So solve camera. Optimize camera path smoothness. You know, we are going smooth while we're doing it. So let's check this and start. This one will be fast. So if the tracking is not strong, it will delete it. You see, it's deleted a lot of things now and left yellow and blue. You get, there were many before, red, many, those ones, they are not strong tracking parts, tracking features. So if it had it, maybe at some point they were shaky, you get, so that's why it deleted it and left us with the strong ones. So if I move this thing, let's watch this one, this guy, this yellow one, this one. Let me move this camera. You see, it's following that path. See that same spot, to always follow that same spot. So now we have our camera now, our own virtual camera. And to get that, this is 2D view. If I select 3D view, see, this is our camera. Our 3D camera now. The same spot I was standing the other time is this spot in 3D live. So now, if I play these things through, you see the same way I move the camera. It's the same way it goes. You know, I tilt my camera, I pan my camera like this. While I did that, that is the same way this camera, virtual camera, is moving now. Can you see it?
Yes. At first it was like this.
Very still, then I tilt, you see. So now, what we now do is, I have my original camera that I've taken. Now I have a digital camera. The same way, it's like you are placing two cameras together, moving together. So anything I place in my scene, I'm placing it in this camera scene. But because I've aligned, they are not moving the same way, you won't notice. You get, that's the magic. So now I want to, let's test it if we have a good tracking. So we can have a tracking, or we can, what is it called? We can reset the geometry of the geometry, Abi. You know, just like the way it is 3D now, Abi. We have x-axis, y-axis, and the x-axis. Now let's define our x-axis, our y-axis, and our z-axis from this scene. Looking at this scene now, what would be our x-axis? You still remember horizontal axis, our x-axis. Abi, our y-axis is like this, and our z-axis is the one that comes to us, which is this one part. Abi? So now to define that, let's go to scene geometry. Yes, it's like we are shifting our environment, that this is the way I want it to be. Yes. Now, let's take I'll take this yellow one. Before that, let's add coordinates. We want to add coordinates from int. So, and we want to define what? X-axis, this x-axis. So I will take this one first, then press shift, then take this one. Or control, then take this one. That is my x-axis. So I can say connect to selected. So that's the camera, the virtual camera will sense that this is my x-axis. You get? So I want to have my vertical axis, which is y-axis. So I can select, let's say this one, Abi. But before I select that, let's create another coordinate. So select this one, then press Ctrl and the up one, Abi. So that is like my y-axis. But we need a straight. Eh? The type. Okay, sorry, thank you. Y-axis. So let me select this one. They must be straight, and this one, and say connect to y-axis. So let's add another one, and say x-axis, z-axis. So probably this one and this one. This one, control select this one, z-axis connect. So we need origin. Let's take this one as our origin. Origin, which is 0 part. That center, whenever we create box. So let's make it I am feeling we should make it this place. So every other thing will be like this. So let's select this origin and connect. Hey, we've done something. We did not create another thing. So let's create the y-axis again. Select this guy. Control select this guy and connect. So let's create coordinates for origin. No, just so this one, Abby. Then connect. So we have our origin, x-axis, y twice, our y now. Let's just change it now. Y-axis. This one should be z-axis, Abby. Select this. Then control select this. Then z-axis, Abby. This is z-axis. This one coming to us. This 1 and 1. So I think we are good now. So let's update coordinates frame. So and close. We are 2 now. Let's close. Abby. So now let's have a test object to see if we are cool. So I can rotate this, make it sit, and bring it forward. No, start scale. Bring it here. So let's now move. So watch this. If it is slippery, if it is floating somehow, it must be stick to this environment. If you want to see that it follows the environment around. Abby? So meaning we are cool now. So you can go here back and delete the second one. So now let's export. So if I want to export, I will export the camera solve. So this is Maya, export type. We are taking it to Maya. If it is other software, we have other software too. This is After Effects. This is Cinema 4D. So let's go on Maya. So we are going for Maya. So now, static scene. We are the one that was moving our camera, Abby, and we have our scenes stay the way they are. So static scene, moving camera, that is the type. If it is moving scene, meaning one object, maybe dog is moving around, or something is moving in the real scene. So that is when we pick that. And if it is static camera moving scene, you can this is here we are tracking environments, but you can actually track a moving object.
Let's assume that I was there when I was being seen. Which one will I choose?
Because we want static scene and you are moving, we will take you out of that scene. There is something we can use, a mask, to cover your own position so as not to track you, because we need static scene. The process where you might need moving scene is, let's assume I have me like this. Have you seen Fast and Furious 7? Fast and Furious 7. You know that guy died before that 7, but we still have him there. They use his brother, but then the brother looked extremely alike like him. They have the brother, but then they've used CGI on his face. They have the model, the sculpt of that guy, then put it on his head. So now let's assume I want to put another person's head, a CGI head or a mask on my face, a CGI mask on my face, and I'm moving my face like this. You get it? So I will track my face. That is moving scene. So whatever I place on this position, wherever I move it to, is following it. That's where you need moving scene. So we are cool with moving camera static scene. So scale, we can scale it on our own when we get to Maya. So let's leave it as 1. So if it is too small, we scale it ourselves. So I think we are fine now. That is all we need. So save, but I want to have a precise location. If I go to desktop, CGI, so I want it to be there. So the file name is, I don't know. So it's exported out. So let's go to Maya. Go to File, Import, Desktop, CGI class. Where is it? Help me. This is it. So if you go down, you should see our GGGGG import. Import. Abracadabra. Obey, adose, arisen, picking. Hehe. Bobe. It's for me. You see it. Now you can see it's extremely small. Abi, I'll just select it here. This is the whole thing we just rendered out. Then scale it from the center. Right? So these are the tracking points we had the other time. It's now converted it to locator here. And this is the scene. Yes, this is the camera, the virtual camera we created that was still seen the other time. Eh? Why would you delete that? You don't have anything tracked again. Even you can delete these points, but don't try to delete the camera. The camera has its own. So now let's look at this thing from. I'll go to top view, then go to panel, camera. This is it, GGG camera. So this is it now. So anything I place here is following it around. It's going everywhere with it. Now, I might still correct some things. See this thing now. This is the plane. This is obviously the plane surface that I need. But it's not on the plane now. So I can adjust this by pressing this guy, then rotate it up. Just to align with the plane. Do you understand? So now let's go back to our. Yes, now. No, E is for rotate, arrow is for scale. So now let me create a box now. So I'll create a box, then probably just move it closer here. See now. So let's take it off. Now if I look at it from my camera, this is it. Abi? I want it to be here. So anywhere. Yes, I just want to use this one to test it first. You can see it follows the scene around. It's like it belongs to the scene. You get? So, no, just the box. I've not created a plane. Now, in our camera, this the locators are getting in our way. Just let's hide them. So these guys still have to go up. So that is it for that. Now, let's go and check the animation we want to use. I can close this. I'm through with it. I don't have to save it. Yes, I just track. Usually, you have to save it. If you want to close your PC, just save it so that you still have the same thing exist. So I can go to, I think it's under downloads, DDD, TrueBone. Then let's say what we want to have, Tiger Abi, or anything, crab, Abi crab. Let's have crab. So, that is the beauty of CGI. You see, probably the crab could be, especially in all those, what do they call these movies? All these scary movies. You could, a horror movie or something. You could have a big crab chasing somebody. You get, just to exaggerate that something abnormal is happening. If you have seen Starship, that is the animation. Just like we had a sit-up that day. So this is what the crab will be doing. You get crab eats, crab T-pose, crab attack 1, attack 2, crab what? Crab all. Okay, crab all. Okay. It's not all, it's just working. I think that will be the case. Let's see. I will create just to see my. Yeah, crab what? Crab die. Is it there? Say we should use crab die. It will move, but it won't give us what we want. Yes. Die. Your own is tied. You will start to argue on somebody. You say, all your own is die. Ah, oh no.
All my own is not die. All my own is
We could have that guy. You know, I created something out there, CGI future, that I said we use it. I've forgotten. We can have that guy in that place doing the sit-up. The day I created sit-up, I stayed till
There is no
time. It's 6:40. 47. So I'm trying to open now since. So the reason why I'm opening another page, another scene, so that we can see our yes. I don't know how to use that. No, it will work. Don't worry. It will work. Trust me. Olokoko. Even I understood what she's saying. Now I'm a filmmaker. Hey, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a director. I know what you're saying. I may not get it precisely, but I know what you're saying. You're just talking about me saying, trust me, like probably relating it to something. Okay. Seen a lot of films. It's good though. It's good though. If you see me watching film, I'm watching tutorials. I'm watching tutorials. If you see me watching films. Could actually go into filmmaking. You don't like it? The Oshi part. Which one is the Oshi? We made one short film in my school recently, and what they were doing is everybody was just kissing themselves, and just go to school. I saw, what the fuck is going on here? Sorry for using that word. How can you do it? I don't use it often, but when I do something that irritates me, the school project, and they were kissing, I was like, the story is beaching somebody, the beacher is beaching another beach, and everybody they were beaching themselves. Okay, so let's move in the crab oil to this scene, this second scene. I'm dropping it. Let's see what we have here. Texture, I just want the texture, yes. So if I select the scene, you can see this is the whole animation. So should we use this?
No.
It's scary now for the scene.
It's scary.
Let's just use it for the purpose of the class. So now you can see this is, it's possible it is 30 frames per second. You have to change it to 24 frames per second so that it will fit in. This is the last frame here. So what you do now is, this is the scene. This is the bone, Abby. You can see this is the shape of the bone. So now you go to create, then create what? Locator. Controller, if you are making an animation by yourself, you use controller. But here we have the animation already, so you probably will not be moving anything. So now we just need a mass control or a global control. This is it. So I will parent it. I taught you what parent is. So I will select these ifs, then control select this guy, then press what? P. So I have the mass control now, so I can move this guy anywhere. So now it's too big for my scene. It's obviously too big. So I can go here, then reduce this guy to something like 20, and let's see. Still big. We can reduce it when we get to that place. So now I want the scene, I want that movement to be longer. Let's say, since the last scene there is 247 Abi, so let's take it to 247. It won't be slow now. So now it's only the whole animation ends in 33 Abi, but we can loop the motion. That is why it is all. So let's loop it. So I will just select the whole from here. You can press shift and click on this plus. My outline Google, so you can see the whole thing. So I'll select the first if, then go to the last, shift select. So to select the whole bones, So I can go to Windows, don't forget, animation editor, graph editor. So this is where the animation starts. So I can go to view, then view the infinity. So you can see this is flat. So curve post infinity, that is after. So then we say cycle. It will repeat the whole motion. So if I play it now, see there is no animation here, but because I've circled it, it's still moving. That is exactly what we want, right?
Yes.
So we are cool, Abby.
Yes.
So now, if you want it to go forward, we just animate this one forward. That is the essence of this global one. You get. So for now, I will just press. Let's go to export. Export all. So you want to export it out as Maya binary or Maya AS, this whatever. So just use this one. So we can go to the same place. CGI. Where is it? This is it. So let's name it that. Export all. Okay. So it's done. Abi, we can see it here. It's been exported. Let's go back to our old C. Then delete this guy. Then go to import. This is it. This one. Okay. It's there. It's there. So if you can't see it, you can say, let's go to, this is it. Hey, this is it, the global one, Abi. Now you see the reason. Because normally if you did not create this global, you won't be able to scale it down. Whatever you do on the bone is to affect the animation. So because we've not animated this global control, so we can easily scale it and it won't affect the animation. So the animation will still keep going. You get? So that's the essence. Eh? Let's bring it in. Move it inside. And it's still going slow, small. So let's see, look at it from our camera. This is it from the camera. So, so let's go more smaller, something like that. I mean, so see. So now, what we have to do now is, it's looking fake. It's not looking fake. It's just because we've not selected this and we've not rendered. So, and because we don't have the ground level, we've not created a plane to receive the shadow. Those are the things it's used to look more realistic. So I want to go much smaller like that. I think it's okay like that. What did you say? Talk now. Talk. So the direction we want it to go is towards x-axis, this direction, this x-axis. So I can go to, this is my x-axis now, right? So selecting my global control, let's go closer, F. So this is frame 1, Abi. So I can press S let's check the channel box. See, I've keyed it, and we have our auto control here. Is this guy facing the direction we want it to go?
Where's the face of the crowd then?
This is
Where's
it.
the crowd? Is that crowd something?
This is it. So let's
See, precious.
I'm just asking like you feel like a dead crowd like that.
so let's rotate it to face the direction we want it to go. This is the direction we want it to go. So now I can go to this place, then use objects so that this thing will change when I'm moving. So I think I have to move it also. Use the move to objects. Do you understand what I'm doing? I want it to move to this direction. So now at 1, let's key it. Then go to the last frame. The last frame is 247. That is why we have that black. So 247. 247 oh. Yeah. So 247 is the last frame. So now I can move it to what direction? X direction. This direction here. Woo! I'm not supposed to go there. Let's go to 33. That is the last animation frame before we cycled it the other time.
Was that over the last?
Yes. Let me select the bones again. See.
I think it was 20 something.
23. Sorry. Thank you. So 23. Then I will move it. Select my global control. Is that it? Then move it. That is it now. So it should go to that direction now. So it stops when it gets to 23. What do we do now? We cycle it. But now the cycle we use now, we used cycle alone the other time. So we use cycle offset now. Animation editor. Because it's progressing. You get, if I press A, so let's select this. So this is the now I can go to view the same way we did it the other time. Infinity, show. So we are probably be using translate. This is the only thing that changes here. Translate X and what? And Z. So if I go to translate X, see this. So this, it has ease in, ease out. Let's break the tangent or flatten it. So now go to curve, post infinity with offset. If I use cycle alone, see what happens. It will be going back to the initial position, but we want it to keep going. So we use offset. You can see now, it just goes like that. Yeah, so another animation we have is this. So break it and curve, post infinity, cycle. So it goes like that. So now let's see our animation. See now. Abi now. So if I render, let's add lights. It's exterior. So we are saved with sky dome lights. Now, if I render it, see, so it's all white. Abi, you see, it looks a bit realistic, the object itself. So we'll select the camera. Abi, this is the camera we are using. This guy. Abi, no, the sky dome light. We select the sky dome light. Go to attribute editor. Then reduce the camera visibility, the white. So this, but now it appears as if the object is floating, Abi. So we need a shadow catcher. So what do? We create our plane, then scale it up. You can see we have our shadow now. So we had the material on this guy. So shadow catcher, Abi. So the shadow is not much. So we can select this guy again. The sky dome lights. Then increase the exposure. Woo! That's too much. just a bit. Then the sample to 3. Then if we are not good with the shadow is not very cool, so we can create go to create another additional light, which is area light. The area light, scale it up. No, not to that direction, from the center. Am I scaling? Yes, I'm scaling. It's just buying the same. So let's it face our object. So I can take it up. So this is the front of the light. So let me rotate it and just make it face this. Then increase the intensity. I'm going to 100 first. So let's see. Let me see my. You can see now we have the shadow now, and it's obvious now, Abby. So that is what we want. Can you see it now? So that is it. So if I make it work now, let's see. I just take this thing back to 1. Then I will slightly just move it. It's loading a lot of things. So this is it. So if you make it a video now, you know how to render it out as a video. Then we have it as an animation, a CGI animation. So a big crab walking in apple. Apple.
No, it's not. It's not apple. Let's see.
Do we like it?
Yes.
So that is the whole thing.
Oh, the crab is cute. It's like a dead crab.
That's because we are saying no, that crab will not be standing on its own toes. It will probably be lying down there.
This one is poison.
Almost there.
It's poisonous. See, tomorrow, this is what we do tomorrow. We make her run and we look for one thing deadly to chase her.
I like it that way.
No, she's afraid of this thing or something.
Let me get wonders.
So that's all for the class. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow. Sir?
How much we sell? But no.
Play. No, we want to render it
No,
out
render
now.
it.
So render will take how many hours?
It's better I know. Come on, move this
Ask
one.
them. So
Okay, thank you.
that's the whole thing. I can stop the recording now.
So what am I